Party people in the place to be, live. 58 Dream Street. We're James in the Games. Happy Saturday, folks. I was just sitting here for hello, Cedric. Just sitting here for not that long, like probably 3 minutes before I got started trying to think of something clever with Dragon Knights, and I just couldn't get there. I was just like, whatever. Well, we're friends with the Dragon Knights now. That's what I'll proclaim it. So it's a happy Saturday for me after kind of a frustrating, stressful week. So that's good. Focus on the positive, although I will briefly address the negative too. The very exciting thing is that after breakfast today, we swung by Best Buy and they had Nintendo Switch 2 in stock. So I've got a Nintendo Switch 2 now. The very first thing I'm going to do on it is continue playing the remaster of the 30-year-old game that I was most recently playing on my Switch 1. But later today, as you can see, I got the Mario Kart World bundle. Normally, I don't do AAA games digitally if I can avoid it, but it was bundled, which was very slightly cheaper than buying it separately. And so why not? And also, I know that we're going to play a lot of Mario Kart World. So it's probably not a bad idea to have it in there ready to pop up at any time. And I managed to get it downloaded before we started. So that's exciting because whenever I wrap up here. and I did pick up Bonanza in hard copy form. Hopefully get to play that tonight too. Although I gotta be realistic about the fact there's a real chance that Danielle is going to want to play 4 to 5 hours of Mario Kart World, and then it will be bedtime. But whatever happens, happens. So yeah, so that's very exciting. I'm excited to have this. I can't tell you much about it yet, except to say that it is bigger than the Switch, but I haven't really had time to reflect on how the ergonomic experience is any different. The system transfer was super smooth, just very little stress, very little effort at all involved. It was kind of interesting. It gives you a notice. There were 5 games that it was the data from this will be deleted from your old Switch in the transfer. And that's all other games will, your save data will be on both. And a couple of them, it was Splatoon 2. It's okay, because that's got something to do with online. And same with Dark Souls Remastered. Yeah, it probably has something to do with the multiplayer or something. And then it was 2 demos. It's sure, whatever. And then the 5th one, which I found very strange. My 1-2 Switch save data. Does anyone remember 1-2 Switch? The little lauded, rough equivalent of, say, Nintendo Land for the Wii U or Wii Sports. For whatever reason, you cannot keep your save data on the old one. Weird. The one thing that was definitely less fun about the super smooth transfer was I remember back when the transfer your Wii to your Wii U was a much more involved process than just have them both on next to each other and they'll just do the rest of the work for you. There's a bit more work to get it going. Here's the thing. I probably have more 1-2 Switch playtime than literally anybody, and it's not that much. But a few times, my partner at the time was big on. We did a lot of open houses. That was our party style. Just we're getting started at 2. Come at whatever time you want. And so on a handful of occasions, I was able to corral an entire room full of people into dividing into 2 teams and keep the party going, but there will be spectacle as people get called, it's your turn. So it's pretty fun. But yes, Snipper Clips was definitely the best thing for just being look what the Switch can do. Because all the cool things that you could do for 1-2 Switch. And some of them were fun. Using the HD Rumble. How many marbles are in the cup you're holding? And it actually worked. was very cool. But certainly, yeah, put the thing down, pop the Joy-Con off, hand one to your friend, and now you're playing a cool little game. Was absolutely the better way to be like, check this out. I love Snipper Clips. That's a very good game. So anyway, now we got it. So things are looking up. Let's fire it up. I think we've had enough ado. Let me know how the levels are, because I haven't changed anything, and I don't assume it will be different. Like the Switch 2 is outputting Suikoden at a louder volume. But if it is at a louder or quieter volume, do let me know. And let's dive back in. So this was kind of a frustrating week because at the start of it, with Greg and Rich both unavailable. So I knew going in, no Greg and James beat them up, no Friday Night Frost David. My ambition was to make this the week of my summer that was the streamiest. And I had a whole scheduled plan. And then I had other thoughts of things that I might do that I didn't throw on the schedule yet. I thought I'd do a couple of doubleheaders. And it just didn't work out that way. Between a mix of some stress going on, stuff we don't need to get into that isn't a big deal, and it's all okay now. And then just, I don't know. I just did not get shit done that I wanted to, which is kind of disappointing. The one stream I did do during the week was a Blueprints check-in, which was fun because I started playing it offline once I'd done one session after reaching the 46th room. And it was fun to do the check-in. And I did like accomplish a couple things during the check-in, but not that much. And then the dam broke immediately. Like I played too much Blueprints, and this is part of what kind of wrecked the rest of my week. But boy, did I do a lot in Blueprints Wednesday through Friday. Kind of silly. If any one of those sessions had been the stream, it would have been a livelier, more exciting stream than the check-in I did. What are you going to do? So anyway, here we are, onwards and upwards. Back to normal on a Saturday. Playing Suikoden as we get nearer and nearer to the end of the game. Commander James, Joshua's dragons have awakened. Said to Joshua's quarters. Drop back between the Liberation Army and the Dragon Knights. I'm sure he'll consent to it this time. You're right. He still hasn't agreed to an alliance. But he surely will, because we did the helpful thing. We upheld our end of the bargain. It's been a long time since, like, with the default Switch that I ever used it. Like, once I had a Pro controller, I was like, why would I ever put this thing together? But I didn't buy a Switch 2 Pro controller yet. I'll probably get one eventually, just to be with the times. But once I realized that it's backwards compatible for the Switch 1 Pro controllers, I was like, well, I don't need to buy this right now. This is already pretty expensive. We Dragon Knights have always been on equal footing with the Imperials, but lately they've been acting different. Yes, they are. So it's not the smoothest control experience to go from a proper D-pad to the 4 disconnected buttons, but I'll probably be fine for playing Suikoden, so it's all good. Commander James, on behalf of the Dragon Knights, I thank you for saving our dragons. Joshua, does that mean? Yes. It looks like we'll be fighting side by side again, old friend. But against a very different enemy this time. Commander James, the Dragon Knights will join you. Together, we will defeat the Empire. What I'm hoping for here is that he's also going to be like, hey, we have a present for you. It's a dragon you can use to go around and try to collect the remaining recruitable characters. But we'll see. Oh, sweet. Joshua has joined. Now we can finally return to Odessa Castle. I really can't stand the smell of dragons. Humphrey, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it? Come in, Futch. Hey, it's Futch. Futch, you know what this is about, don't you? Yes, Commander. Dragon Knights who lose their dragon must leave the dragon's den. That was the very sad thing that happened when Futch heroically went to get the ingredient we needed for the dragon saving potion. Was his dragon got killed. Now that you've lost Black, I cannot let you stay here. I understand, Commander. Black probably died saving me. Futch, you mustn't blame yourself. I'm okay. I just want to believe that Black saved my life. Oh, that's sweet. Humphrey, will you take Futch with you? I can rest easy knowing he's in your care. All right. Thank you, sir. Commander James, call on us when the fighting begins, and we will rush to your aid. Commander James, Master Lucan wishes to return home, so I'll be flying him back on my dragon. Would you and your party also like a ride? Yes, thank you. Very well. I will be waiting with Thrash out front. Take care, Futch. Perhaps someday you'll be able to return to us. I don't see how, if the rules say that once your dragon has died, you have to leave, and he doesn't seem to be willing to. Yeah, honestly, Flick, you couldn't have just waited till we got home and been like, man, I hate the way dragons smell. You had to literally be standing in a room with the king of the people who love dragons more than anything. I hope so. Stupinski, welcome. Good evening or afternoon, whatever. I mean, obviously evening for you. Hey, don't look so glum. I'll teach you how to use a sword. And Futch has joined. That's two more. Add him to the pile. Boom. Mario Kart ready to go when I'm done here. Commander James, I'll fly you back on Thrash now. And away we go. Although again, I was really hoping this would be a really natural point in the game progression to just be like, okay, now you have a dragon you can fly. Welcome to Odessa Castle. Awesome. The pile of what? Corpses you've left in your wake? Going to find out really soon whether I'm actually going to... Oh, right. Jeez. Hey there, boss. What can I do for you? Yeah. Does Unicorn Overlord... You're obviously much further into the game than I by now. Does it get to rivaling the 108 stars of destiny that Suikoden offers? What are you talking about? Don't you trust my hunches? Your hunches? Thanks to your hunches, we nearly got captured by the Imperials, remember? I was feeling out of sorts that day. Hey, what's the matter? What are you two bickering about? Anyway, I'm telling you, I've got a hunch. He's a spy for sure, and my proof is that he won't say a word. Right, yeah, so it must. I hadn't even, God, I gotta go back. I really, well, actually, I mean, it looks like I'm running out of vacation time in the summer, but I was planning to when I go back to work, but the school semester hasn't started. Still have some more me time. It looks like we're on track to just get locked out as soon as my vacation ends. At which point I do need to go and, walk the picket lines. British, welcome. They haven't fully got it. Like, I assume there's some dragon taming or training. They haven't got into their process. All the dragons we've seen have been pre-tamed. Someone's a spy. Well, That doesn't necessarily make him a spy. You two, I asked, what are you bickering about? Oh, welcome back, Sir Flick. Commander James. Look at you, acting all coy in front of James. But you just don't have what it takes to pull it off. Sorry. You've got some... Hey, get back here! What in the world? Was Mombasa the same game, but with, colonialism? Historical colonialism instead of science fiction? I think I've only played Puerto Rico once. But I remember it being kind of... Yeah. I remember it being kind of awkward how in Puerto Rico you're trying to get more colonists to pick your crops. I wonder, new dialogue? Nope. Oh yeah, of course. Camille will definitely never have a new piece of dialogue, given that she is already on to her thing that she's doing right now. We should stay at the inn. What's the remake of Puerto Rico called? You must be tired. Get plenty of rest. We will. Thank you. Might as well throw in a real save. It's the thing about history is that it's such a rich tapestry for fiction and so on, and yet I'm worried about the dragons. You know, Black was a great dragon. He really was. Oh, I believe you, Futch. Poor Futch. This lack of fighting is making my sword arm antsy. We'll get you back in there, Valeria. Probably. Thanks, Quanda, for saying the same thing you always say. But I'm just looking really for the newbies. Not much wind this year, so not many flowers are growing. Well, that's a shame. It is true that I don't think any of the trees in this game have been animated. So yeah, just I'll do another Blueprints check-in stream at some point, but suffice to say, I'll just, some of my key accomplishments, as briefly and as non-spoilery as possible, include unlocking 6 of the realm sigils now. So 2 Sanctum keys left to find, and I'm pretty sure I'll unlock those sigils very quickly. Learned that the 46th room is an actual room you can go in, just not the first time you get there. I got the trophy. Well, you saw me get the Trophy of Wealth. That was one of my check-in stream accomplishments. I got the Trophy of Invention. I got the Trophy of... I finally got the billiards room darts puzzle trophy. I got the... Well, do we have any stuff that I want to unload into places? We have an old book. I talked to my librarian. Where is the librarian? Up here, I think. Yes. What am I trying to say? I got the trophy of Oh, I finally, on the very first time that I made it to the final exam classroom, I aced the final exam. Got an A minus because I did not realize the exam was about to start. And so did not, hold on, let me make sure. I took old book 5 out of my inventory when I spoke to him. Yes. Perfect. Whoa. Welcome, your mom. Happy Saturday. I almost started answering your question because I was just talking about my blueprints playthrough. Hold on, wait, what? Is that you, Hugo? Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Yeah, it is. It totally is. I didn't catch that the first time. He's even, I can't tell for sure that they're trying to do a little salt and peppering in his hair with, or what that is. But yes, that is me. I can't believe I didn't notice that. I also literally, yeah, like that's not exactly what my like serious scholar guy glasses look like, but my scholar glasses are a rounder. And I have a degree in library studies. So in that sense, I overlap with this guy more than I do with Harvey. But yes, I got to do the star count for the day. I'm not sure exactly where we are. Okay. So I've read this stuff before. There's Clive, Kreutz. Definitely, Harvey is definitely more famous, I bet, than Hugo. But every time anyone tells me that it's like, I play Stardew Valley, I immediately like, the only thing I know about Stardew Valley is that there's someone in it who looks exactly like me. And I'm like, oh yeah, Harvey. Okay. There's a wandering elf, Ruby. This Kreutz. I think we spoke to Kreutz, but did we wind up recruiting him? I'm not sure. I know that I would love it. I bet. I haven't played a farming game since the first Harvest Moon, but I bet I would enjoy it. Okay. So Fuma and Kreutz. I should look into this Clive if I don't already have him. That is the one thing, is it does seem like a game that I could wind up pouring too much time into. Like I poured too much time into blueprints Wednesday through Friday this week, but at least there will come a point where I'll be like, hey, I've solved everything in blueprints. I don't have to play this anymore. In Stardew, it's kind of like, I'm not sure if there is an ending to the game, but if there is, even if there is, it's like, if you're into it enough, it's just like, well, now I should play again and see if I can get this one to marry me or whatever. Okay, so what is this? This is another list of recruitable characters. And so obviously, at some point soon, perhaps even today, but we'll see, I'm going to need to actually, you know what, say some point soon, maybe even today, for the simple task of writing down the names so that when I go look at the Star Tablets roster, I can determine which ones I've found and which ones I haven't. Why would I not just do that right now? Use one of these. I love using these index cards because they suck. These are like not even good index cards, so I just got to get rid of them. Got a huge supply of these oversized but under stiff. And like, when do I very rarely give I very rarely give public speaking things where I'm obliged to have notes anyway. It's like, what else am I doing with these? Okay. Just writing down the names right now. Well, I know I have Gan or Jen, whatever it is. I believe I definitely, yes, I have Templeton. Turn the page. I think I have Kimberly, but I'll write her down just in case. I think I definitely have Sergey, but I'll write him down just in case. So I don't definitely know. I know I have Antonio. Not sure about this Lester. Kirov. I know I have Hugo. I don't think I have Cassius. Sounds like if I don't have him, it sounds like key part of recruiting him will be to bring Milic. I've got Jabba. Not sure about Kamendal. And that's the end of this book. And then on the blacklist, we have Clive. I definitely feel like I do not have Clive. I feel like I would remember recruiting someone with a gun. But who knows? I'm not sure about this Kreutz. I feel like he was... I know we got dialogue from him. Watching my brand new Nintendo Switch slowly collect all of the very, very old games that I don't need the power of the Nintendo Switch 2 to enjoy anyways. Angie, we definitely have. Ruby, Wandering Elf, who hates humans and those that are weak. Doesn't sound pleasant. Fuma, ninja in the D-Knight domain. Fusulu. And Pesmerga, who I'm going to assume... It says that he's usually found sniffing around locations where Sir Uber and Sir Necklord have appeared, but he seems to primarily be focused on Uber, who's the one we haven't killed yet. Okay, now let's go to the star rolls. And, okay, before I count, I'm just going to check. We did recruit Kreutz. Excellent. I knew we had Angie, and so I didn't add him. Good work, me. Boom. We do have Tesla from Ante. Very good. Oh, can enjoy Super Nintendo classics. I gotta get the... If I'm understanding correctly, we have GameCube games on Nintendo Switch 2 online. So I'll have to get those going. do have Kimberly, as I suspected, and Sergey, as I suspected, and Kamendal, which I wasn't sure about, and Cassius. Very good. Okay. Boom. I assume the other chef, Lester, is probably going to be the Chiu star, right next to Giovanni. Or perhaps the Fuma star. Or wait, no. I'm confusing Giovanni with Antonio. Antonio's the chef, so I bet the other chef is Chikaku or Chizu. I guess we'll find it. Ding, 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 ding. This Chandler guy, could he be any more the Chiku star? Let's count. Let's see if I can do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I'll make this easier on myself by keeping a running count. First screen had us at 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36. 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 48. 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 60. 1, 2, 3, 63. Doing really good on this particular. We just need that Chikyu star. But that is Mace. The blacksmith. Actually, he might be any of these. Never mind. Okay. And this is why I kept a running count, because I would have otherwise lost it. 64, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 85. 203, 23 to go. Even better than having 203 to go. Will any, or even, will many, or definitely some. Actually, no, I don't know. Will any of them still be plot ones, or are we too far along in the plot to be recruiting new people? Who knows? You've returned. I take it your meeting with the Dragon Knights, with the Knights of the Dragon's Den was... Uh-huh. Well, so you managed to secure an alliance? Don't worry, Master Strategist. Humphrey just needs to work on his communication skills. Uh-huh. By the way, who's that silent fellow over there? Gazumi and Kryn caught him skulking around the castle. He refuses to say anything, no matter what we ask him. We are waiting for your return before deciding what to do. James? You must be Commander James of the Liberation Army. Thank goodness. Now I can keep my word to Master Warren. I kept silent because I was ordered not to speak to anyone until I met you in person. Kazim Azil, Theo McDowell's replacement for the Northern Defense, has lately taken to using extremely aggressive measures to suppress the rebel factions. He must be looking to turn the tide. Master Warren is a wealthy man, well known in the North, even respected by the Imperials. He used this influence to harbor fugitives of the Empire in his home. This led to Qasim Azil and his soldiers laying siege to the mansion. Master Warren and Sir Victor, who happened to be visiting, fought valiantly against the Imperials, but they were eventually captured. My master told me to bring news of what took place to the Liberation Army. Commander James, Victor is one of the Liberation Army's greatest assets. As for Warren, despite his wealth, he is an honorable man whom many follow. We must rescue them at all costs. At present, Kazimazil's troops are estimated to be over 8,000 strong. On top of that, they're a well-trained army, while we're just a ragtag band of fighters. Sure thing, Flick, but we've beaten many large armies at this point in the game. Commander James, we are still disorganized as an army. If we are to continue fighting, we need to give our troops some proper military training. Yeah, I agree with that. Very well. Allow me to make the necessary preparations. I suggest you retire early tonight, Commander James. We have a busy day ahead. And I retire. And then I wake up here in the same spot. And then... hang tight, Mathiu. So we're going to do a little side questing. Commander James, may I offer you a glass of wine? Well, here's what I'd like to do. I would like to make some changes. Okay, I can remove anyone. So it's been fun hanging out, Humphrey. But I will take my murder girl over you. Nothing personal. And my opposite of murder girl. And the party is full. At least once between now and the end, I will mix it up. In fact, maybe Flick can take a powder here. During this brief period, whenever Victor comes back, I'm just going to want him in, so... Who else do I have that's any good? It doesn't matter if they're any good at all. We can catch people up if need be. Who do I want? Who would be fun to have along? Oh, you know what? No, keep looking. See if there's someone brand new who I get jazzed with bringing along. You know what? I think I'm gonna bring Kazumi. What if I find this masterless ninja, and having another ninja is the key to recruiting him? Alright. So Kasumi, like most characters... Oh, we have so much potch. Let's just go outfit her from our own service. From our in-house weapon suppliers. And then I'm going to look at the log. And between the log and a bunch of clues here, I'm going to go into the world and see if we can find anybody to recruit. And then we'll advance the plot a little. And then at some point, I'm just going to be itching too bad to really get the Nintendo Switch experience started. The Suikoden playthrough has been cursed to never have a stream where I just get fully wrapped up and play for a long time. Well, it's got to be ninja garb for our ninja girl. Who would benefit from dragon armor? Everybody. But let's give it first to Valeria. Oh wow, none of these characters can wear full armor. Winged boots make Kasumi even faster. Let's give her a silverlet too. Very good. There, we'll match now, Kazumi. I guess I should see, can I upgrade her? Right, I might as well fully upgrade her. I know you always have the best selection, Chapman. Nobody's questioning the quality of your selection. No, headgear is the best thing that we currently have the option for. Here, Cleo. Have a full helmet. I know enough about algebra to know that's twice as good. Pardon me a moment. Just an excitable mom text. Full helmet for Cleo. What was the other? No, I didn't get anything else for Kasumi. And then, of my frontliners, wait a minute. Why is Stallion in the front line? Oh, because I changed the party. Now, I will bravely go to the front line myself, like a leader. When I'm in the back row, I feel like as a leader I should be in the middle. But when I'm in the front row, I feel like I should be in the #1 position. The burdens of leadership. So, who's the lowest defense frontliner? It's a close tie between two of us who are doing fine. So I'm not going to stress that. And then, what's the rune situation? She has the Shrike rune. A double damage rune, sure. Nice and easy. Big thing here is just having Cleo back. And I assume Kazumi has some kind of ninja-y weapon. Sakura Scattering. She's going to attack with cherry blossoms. That's cool. Let's get her to the blacksmiths. We're up a level. Talk to all three of them. Well, it doesn't matter. You know, they all do the same thing, but okay. Easy come, easy go. You can't take that potch with you. So now that I have enough trophies and blueprints, the blue tents item becomes available in the gift shop. And I can tell it has very clear implications for some things that I've been wondering about. Mies hates our place. Well, screw you. We hate you. And Mass. Okay, no. I thought maybe one of them would say something about Mace. Okay. Are any of the blacksmiths? I don't think any of the blacksmiths are also party memberable. But I'm actually going to check. Nope. Because it did say the description of Mace said he'll like do anything for an apprentice. I would, but only temporarily. Perhaps not at all. Let me just look here. They all have names that are close variations of Mace. So there's can bring Mose. He seems like the oldest and least likely to be. Okay, all the blacksmiths are bring alongable. So let's bring the youngest and most fresh-faced. I don't remember exactly where Mace is. We're going to do a quick tour where we don't get Mas killed. I'll see what we can do. for recruiting, and then we will do some plot. I know it's not, I'm almost positive it's not where Mace is. We don't do cheap viewers here. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, robots. Unruly tulip. HPPJHE. To the cornfield with you. We only have the finest viewers at 58 Dream Street. We are requesting teleportation. I'm almost positive the Kirov is not where Mace is. Well, maybe I'm wrong. But I do want to see about this other chef. Huh. Weird. That's very strange. What's the name of this chef? Lester. I don't know. Really, just the main thing I'm looking for is just anybody who looks like they would have a portrait. Weird that I am like that I would be a magnet for these bots. I can't possibly fit the profile of someone who's like a good target for the service of cheap viewers. Maybe it's because they're looking like, oh man, this guy's struggling. He must be desperate. But the joke's on you. Feel no desperation whatsoever. What's up with this guy? It's almost certainly nothing. Yeah. But like, why does the shopkeeper not stand behind the counter in that shop? It's a strange way to do things. Okay, so the impression I get is that this Lester is not currently in Kirov, or that I'm overestimating how dynamic his sprite is going to be. I went in this house, right? Yes, of course I did. Well, let's check it again. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Do I care enough right now? I might as well. While we're up here in the northern section. Is he just in the other place we can go up here? Oh, we're going to be graciously letting people flee. Just to try to prevent poor Mass from being brutally killed. Boom. And I know there were at least some NPCs in here. Did any of them appear in these places? Excuse me. Leon Silverberg, right. You're James, the leader of the Liberation Army, aren't you? I know who you are. Don't let your guard down. In the war, the stronger side wins. That's all there is to it. You'd best increase your numbers. I assume I should look at the log. Oh, Quincy is on a bridge, and I do have those recruits now. Ooh. Okay, good. I do have Silverberg clicked here. I developed a dreadful feeling thinking about this opal. Huh, did I just not go in here? That's weird. Because I was really focused on the task at hand. Earth rune piece. Cool. Attach that to somebody at some point. Look at us graciously and magnanimously not killing anyone. I know you're like a something. No. Just some old man. My goodness. High encounter rate here, although. Graciously, the game has the let go option. Run, but with guaranteed success when you outclass your enemies. Very cool ghost dog enemy. Last chance. Nope. Okay. That's fine. We will also just check. Is this missing chef for some reason hanging out in the abandoned secret fort? Secret factory, I mean. Seems unlikely. No. No one's here. Alright. Well, I'll worry about this Lester later. Or perhaps I've already forever lost the chance to recruit Lester. Who knows? Okay. Blinking mirror. Let us go then, you and I. I'll just take the boat, the ship out, to check the nearby places. Don't have to go back to the Dragon Knight area now, because I know that's not where Mace is. And I would like to get him secured, and then swap out the young blacksmith who we're dragging around right now. But in the meantime, that'll give us a chance to sweep back through, glance around. Probably not a new person down here, but what if there was? No. Really, at some point, I should have started, some points more recently than just today, I should have started supplementing the, what am I trying to say? You're just a generic lady blacksmith, right? Yep. Wait, did I, when I was upgrading stuff? Yes, I did put the Bow of Shiva to level 9. A wooden hammer Mass is using right now, I just noticed. That cannot be a very effective smithing tool. It just can't be. But yeah, I should have started making notes of where the people are whose dialogue I'm tagging. But here we are. You'll notice that the hero will be abruptly stopping a lot more often today because I'm using the Nintendo Switch 2 controller by like the style of 2 Joy-Cons. So instead of a D-pad, I have just 4 buttons. And so sometimes I am using my thumb to simultaneously press like left and right. Which the system receives as no input. And don't get me wrong, it's obviously a clever design. It just does create that one problem. It's probably not the ideal design for 2D action games. It's not the end of the world to have it here. Down this way, sweep over here. At the very least, we're about to get Quincy when we get to the bridge. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh my goodness. Come on, flying squirrels, give us a break. I don't even have Kazumi with me to get caught up. Do, do, do. exciting thing for me about having Switch 2, or another thing about having the Switch 2 that is exciting for me, is that often at the end of the year, when the Avocado community puts out the podcast call for everyone to share their top 3 games of the year, sometimes I'm struggling. Like my top 3 list is just like, well, here, I did manage to come up with 3 games I played this year that were contemporary. I will hit that probably this weekend, since I've been playing Blueprints. And now, not new games, no. Let's see. I haven't, well, okay. Definitely not 3 yet. But like what count, like when does it count as beating, for example, Blueprints? Because I've reached the 46th room, but I certainly haven't gotten to the bottom of the enormous number of post-game secrets there are. Not sure when it counts. When you unlock all the basic unlockables, have you beaten Mario Kart World? Huh. Please don't go there. All right, sir. Sorry. You could put a little rope over the stairs if you don't want people trying to go up them. Intriguing. I'll probably... Cedric mentioned his suspicion that there's a trophy room secret that you need to have all the trophies to get. I'll just be reading about that one day if it exists. I can't imagine I'm going to get all 4 of the Reach Room 46 on day 1, in 1 hour on day 1, in Dare mode and in Curse mode. Maybe Dare or Curse mode, I could see. Hey, Quincy. Name's Quincy. May just be a hunter now, but someday I'll make a name for myself. Well, make a name for yourself in the Liberation Army. All right, I'm in. I'll cast my lot with the Liberation Army. Now, let's win this war. That's 86. You know what they say, there's no return from 86. Updated my Game Boy Advance. Switch Online gizmos. Now we're in a region where there are definitely a few different leads. Because this is the land of the renamed places. Oh, geez. Should have kept my eyes on the screen right there. Tan is not one of the ones that I had explicit hints about. It could be a place where Mace still is, but I don't think it is. If my basic sweep doesn't bring me back to Mace, I might just say, hey, someone want to remind me where the fuck Mace is? But for now, I am just doing the sweep myself. And I'm good with that. I really do want to get back to Unicorn Overlord. A big problem, of course, is that there are so many video games that I want to play, both here on this stream and just in my regular life. There's not enough time for all of them, especially once you start factoring in, like, every other thing you might want to do in life. Every book you might want to read, every film you might want to watch, all the music you might want to listen to. See, honestly, except for the fact that I wanted to get started on the Colonel's Bequest, I probably should have stuck to saying Blueprints is just a Sunday game. Because while I had a lot of fun in my Wednesday through Friday Blueprints binging, it wasn't the healthiest life balance kind of fun. But what are you going to do? I did... overall, my gaming time is usually a bit more reasonable in the in this universe where I'm So Clive sometimes appears in the Recon Tavern. The gunslinger, but he's not here. Maybe he only appears if you have some character that he cares about with him. Who knows? Okay. Continue making the rounds to see if we finally track down wherever Mace is. And that's a fort. Was he over by the Warriors village? We'll find out. Fortunately, especially with Stallion in the team, it's pretty brisk to just run back through everything. Oh yeah. Nothing new to do here. I would say, like, the game loops that are the worst for me managing my gaming time are roguelite loops, and for that matter, roguelike loops. Like, I haven't played that much NetHack in my life, but certainly when I have occasion to play NetHack, the feeling that I get as soon as I fail a run in NetHack is the start of a new run. I have certainly never gotten anywhere near completing NetHack. You mean like after your D&D game project? Or like a... Yeah. Okay, once you've beaten every game, that is definitely the time to just say, all right, I'm doing a blind NetHack run where I'm not even gonna, I will learn all the item interactions myself through trial and error. I haven't played that one. I haven't played that many like pure roguelikes. Cool. Maybe I should look into that one. Is the Warriors village where we met Mace? I mean, if we did, it probably wasn't here in the item shop. Oh yeah, who's this guy again? He is the window guy. He wants to make window frames. I'm carrying a window set. Might as well log him. And I might as well write him here on this list. Window. Warrior village. So far, the recruit conditions have mostly been either just, yes, you can recruit me because you found me. You need the right characters, character or characters. Get me this item, or have this many people in your army. I'm not sure if increase the size of your castle is just a different measurement of army size, or if there's actually events that will specifically increase the size of the castle. But the final ones. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is Moose. Hey there. You want me some work? No, we actually want to recruit you. Join Liberation Army? Won't lie. The Empire's in a sorry state of disorder. There isn't a blacksmith's job to be a blacksmith? That's sad. I did hear Moe's. Damn it. Okay. So maybe have I not met? Bring Moe's. Maybe I'm just imagining that I ever even met. It certainly was a code. A very helpful code that helped us solve... Yeah. Okay. Nobody here to talk to. Nobody to talk to here. Well, we will get Moose. And perhaps... I'm not sure if I've met Mace now or not. But perhaps the recruitment condition for Mace will be being like, check it out. We've got all the blacksmiths if you would like to have a bunch of new apprentices. And I think the remaining dots down here, the visible locations, are just... Can't remember what this little place is, so I might as well go to it. Oh yeah, the Library of Klon. Or not library. There is a library here, but it's not the only thing. We've got Zen. Is there anybody inside waiting to be recruited? If so, you're not getting to them through those side doors. Oh, there's a person who looks like they probably have a picture and a name. Excuse me. Morgan. My name is Morgan. Certain circumstances have led me to take up residence here. And yourself? Commander James, is it? I wish I could see your face. You have a fascinating voice. Oh, thank you. Oh, excuse me. I've been blind since birth, but in some senses, I see better than others. Do you see a future for yourself with the Liberation Army? I see it now. A vast sky spreading out behind you. I will place my life in your hands. All right. That's my kind of recruit condition. Just beguile someone with my fascinating voice and then be like, come along, pal. Okay. Picking up speed, we're going to go back, get Mose, teleport back to the Warriors Village. Then... surely they could have, like... Do we need a pop-up asking us if we meant to walk to the elevator door? Can't it just open when I touch it? It's probably not that big a deal. Because, like I've been saying, for the most part, this is a breezy game. But I am excited to eventually start the second one. Find out what quality been promised quality of life tweaks. So I'm looking forward to those. To the Warriors Village. Once more. Go to... is it just this place with no sign? It is. Hey there. Brought me some work? No, I brought you some Moes. Join the Liberation Army. I won't lie. The Empire's in a sorry state of disorder, but isn't a blacksmith's job to be a blacksmith? That's sad. I did hear Moe's joined up. Okay. One other theory. Might as well drill down on this while it's stuck in my mind. What if it's like the pirate where the clue was, you know, bring Taiho, and you bring Taiho and he's just like, they're just like, hey Taiho. Because the answer is actually bring Taiho and Kamlu. Let's bring as many blacksmiths as we can fit in the team. And see if that changes the equation. Sorry, powerful ladies. I think I have room to keep... not that I'm going to spend much time on the world map with my various easy-to-break blacksmiths, my fragile blacksmiths. Mass, Mies. And we know there's a mace out there, so it's a running theme. Ooh, Morgan fights with talons. What about, where's Quincy? There she is. The Thunderbolt. I wonder what that is. Maybe we'll find out someday. Or maybe we won't, because there's so many goddamn characters. Send us back to the warrior's village, please. Alright, hopefully this guy doesn't want to also see mace. Nas, Mies, Mose. I see you've all joined the Liberation Army. Ha ha ha. Commander James, if they believe in you, so can I. Allow me to join you as well. Finally. I mean, maybe there is some sort of mechanical benefit when you get, like, all the blacksmith characters. Like, now we can upgrade your stuff to level 10 or something. But so far, it's really just a, you know, putting up numbers kind of deal. But hey, I've recruited 3 already. And we haven't even returned to the Dragon Knight's domain to look for... How many Dragon Knight domain hints do we have? 2 left that we can look into. I think I started this thought earlier and then never finished it. I've developed a dreadful... I've been thinking with Esmeralda, who's like, bring me an opal. You know, it's a quest item. Maybe it'll be hard to find. Maybe it'll be easy once it's time. And then more recently, I've been thinking, like, this is a mid-90s JRPG. Like, what if it's just an extremely rare drop from a specific enemy or, you know, something like that. Be a shame. I'll take Cleo. Gonna have to rearrange everybody, so I won't worry about the order they're going in. I had Valeria. Obviously, I had Ronnie Bell. Giantess. Do not leave home without your giantess. And then Kasumi. I mean, maybe Kage is the better. If we find this masterless ninja, it will be a, you know, it might not even be a character recruit kind of deal. But if it is, it could be it's up in the... It's not obvious to me whether it would turn out to be... I want the, like, young, charismatic girl ninja, or I want the surly, like, serious ninja. Or maybe it's, I need to see 2 ninjas before I'll feel like this is the right move for me. All right. Well, we'll go to the Dragon's Den. Oh, of course it starts from this end. But you're going to just let us in now, right? No. Alright, well, we'll go through the cave just in case any of the hanging out in Dragon Knight territory people enter the cave. Oh, we're back to needing to fight. Which is fine. I really ought to give more thought to bringing party configurations that are obviously going to... you know what? It's too late in the game to be thinking about anything anymore. In Suikoden 2, there are still unite attacks. I'll start putting more thought into bringing parties that can take advantage of that. Oh, whoops. Didn't double up. It doesn't matter. I'm very confident we'll finish this dude off. Very confident. I'm so sure. This is it. Surely. Okay. Damn. If it dies immediately, so it becomes clear that if I doubled Kazumi's damage, it would work. That'll be a shame. I noticed that Ronnie Bell seems to have outpaced Valeria. I'm not sure if that's because I haven't upgraded Valeria's weapon enough. Now that I put the thought in the air, I bet it's true. Oh, good. Whenever we decide to go back to Mario Kart... Yeah, there it is. Oh, well. Look at her go. This wasn't a long cave, right? Right? No, it wasn't. Nice. I'm pro any move that, puts me in mind of Saban's suplexes in good old Final Fantasy VI. Oh, come on, people. Alright, let's just get down to business. Hell! And while we're here, I might as well have Cleo flood us with kindness. Okay. Hooray, it worked. Heals up. Kazumi up to level 45. She's just about caught up already. She wasn't that far behind. I think it is just a tedious waste of time to have gone this way instead of starting at the Dragon's Den Fortress. Not a waste of time, because at least we're catching Kazumi up. But... well, we're almost there. Oh, good. We can start letting go. Ephemero. Hey, dragons. Can we pet the dragon? No. What about the green one? No. But they're all friendly. We'll let you go this time, Magic Shield. Not the good kind of Magic Shield. The kind of Magic Shield that hurts you. Okay. Well, there's like nothing in the Dragon Knight's domain. Except this one little fort. So surely, well, maybe, we'll find someone. The two people, Fuma the Wandering Ninja, and... oh, that's the Wandering Ninja is the only hint that I have, is the only lead we have here. Is it right here? Yep. Haha. I'm surprised you found me, seeing as I can erase my presence and transform myself into shadows. It's impressive if you can do that, Mr. Fuma, but you haven't done it. So what led me to you was your bright red hat. That's quite the incredible vision you have. You must be, of course, the leader of the Liberation Army. It all makes sense now. My name is Fuma. I follow the way of the ninja. Please allow me to join the ranks of the Liberation Army. Yes, I am honored. Boom. So that's 4 since I started this recruitment drive, and 6 for the day, and we're at 89. It is coming together. Meanwhile, let me just... Okay. Leads on how many? Okay, so I've obviously met Mace because I have his dialogue pinned here. Just don't remember where he is. But I also bet that our castle's not big enough for him yet. Quincy we can unpin. Crowley also wants a bigger castle. He's all the way down somewhere. Right. Yeah, I remember where he is. He's in the Cave of the Past, isn't he? It's Leon Silverberg wants our numbers increased. Esmeralda, so that's... The ones that I haven't transferred to the index card yet are Esmeralda, Leon Silverberg. 1, 2, 3. 3. And then I have 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have leads on 10. We're at 89. That takes us to 99. There are 9 stars that, at least so far, I don't seem to have any window. Whoops. Wait. Can it be that is the secret to... Oh, to getting drugged back to this location over here. Not getting a dragon that you can fly where you want. But just specifically returning here, which, wait, was this the place, Seek Valley, where... Yeah, this is where Crowley was. I think. But he wanted a bigger castle, right? Yes. So that feels like it's probably either plot or craftsman related. So we're gonna watch the slow dragon flight one more time. Teleport back. I mean, maybe my castle will just be bigger when I get back. Maybe Moose is the one with the plans. I don't know. All right. Very good then. Okay. Is there anything more that I want to do right now? I don't have any lead at all on Tiger Mask guy. This Pez Merga who's hunting Black Knight Yubei feels like a, you know, that's coming, probably. Might be wrong. I've got 1 elf in the team. I don't think this is the answer, but I'm gonna try. Let's go back to the ruined village of the elves and see if this ruby is just gonna be glowering and brooding and so on. Oh, we can barely even navigate within the burnt village of the elves. Oh well. What else is around here? This was the castle where we got Quando Rosman from. Oh, my beloved Neketsuku Akunio-kun / Renegade. The first beat 'em up. And in my, to me at least, still one of the great ones. This mountain is to get across to where the dwarves are. Yes, we don't need to go through all that. I can just warp to the dwarves when I want to. And I might as well. That would be the last thing I do before I advance the plot a bit. Haven't gone back, I don't think, to every possible place. But we don't have to do every possible place right now. Here in the dwarf village, let's see. Are there any unique dwarves who want to come along and enlarge our castle? Feels like the kind of thing that a dwarven NPC could do. I should just be talking to them all anyway. Even the ones who probably don't have portraits. Oh, it's been a night here. Better not break the bed. I'm taller than you, but you're stocky. So come on, man. This windmill generates the power of lightning. Among us dwarves, said to be one of our best kept secrets. The power of lightning is what we call electricity. Do you think our wonderful armor would suit humans? The shorter, stockier ones. Definitely. It does seem possible the dwarves might be so austere. I don't know if they're that subservient. But it's probably because they're like, you know, they're just small little guys. These kobolds. Gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I'm gonna study hard to be smarter than elves or humans. We hate the elves and they look down on us. Been that way for so long, no one can remember how it all started. It all started with, you know, people teaching it to their kids. I'm gonna be strong enough to beat elves and humans. Like, your kids did not come up with that shit on their own, buddy. According to my research. Yeah, blah, blah. Good research. Yes, runes are important. Thank you. Would you like to join the Liberation Army as the new researcher? Feels like Dwarf Village probably bust. That's okay. Well, good luck, kiddo. Finally find a dwarf with a portrait, and it's just the leader telling us, you know, wishing us the best. Have we recruited any dwarves? Seems strange if there's not a single recruitable dwarf. Perhaps a dwarven blacksmith. Nope, he's just a guy. Oh, actually, you know what? We have an earth rune piece. Anybody already doing earth runes? No? Well, let's give it to Ronnie Bell. Because I'll probably keep the giantess in the rotation. Okay. Anything else in this vicinity? There's the way back. Up here's the vault. We're obviously not going to go back all the way through the vault, but is there anyone just right at the top? There is a guy, but yeah, he just says, well, good luck. Which does suggest to me that it's just a dungeon. Okay. Okay. Let's advance the plot of the game. Yes. Hold on. One more thing. I feel like Leon Silverberg, whatever his number is, it's probably like a multiple of 5, if not a multiple of 10. So I'm not going to bother going back to him when I have 89. The time has come. Let's save the game on the way up and advance the plot. Just in case it turns out to be an army battle and I just totally shit the bed. I don't think I've lost an army battle yet. There wasn't a, the plot is forcing you to lose battle. But... Wait, before I do this, was it true that I haven't? No, I have upgraded Valeria all the way. She is just a little bit weaker than Ronnie Bell. That's fine. There's no shame in that. Is there anything else I wanted to do here? No, I think we can advance. Castle doesn't seem to have become bigger in any way. Not that I expected it to. Maybe at 90. Or maybe just through the natural flow of the plot. Who knows? Barbarossa is my enemy. That's all there is to it. For sure, buddy. You continue having what I assume is a very taciturn conversation with Humphrey here. Would you like to switch party members? Uh-oh. No. Did I miss dialogue that was clearly telling me what I had to do to advance the plot? No. Because I did remember a general idea of go to bed. Commander James, there's something I must discuss with you. Well, get in here, buddy. Commander James, it appears a spy has infiltrated the Liberation Army. While you were away, I sent Gazumi, Kryn, and several others on a reconnaissance mission to Imperial territory. Based on their report, it seems intelligence is being leaked from within our army. But I have a plan. Commander James, with your permission, I'd like to oversee the maneuvers for tomorrow's military training. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Commander James. Merci. Well then, you must be tired. I'll leave you now to rest. Sun's not even down and I don't have blinds. Commander James, do you hold a grudge against me for what happened that day? For leaving a pawn behind when Tail McDowell forced our retreat? You might think me heartless for what I did, but I'm willing to make any sacrifice to win this battle. Even if you can't forgive me, please don't forget that this is the cost of war. I forgive you. You lost your sister. Obviously you know about the cost of war. So, Commander James, all preparations are complete. Good. Let's go. Into the training grounds. All right. Our entire army will march north and attack the Imperial forces stationed there. What? Why the sudden change of plan? Yes. Wasn't today simply meant to be a drill? That's what the Imperial Army must be thinking. We cannot miss this opportunity. We will continue north, and there we will launch an attack. Surprise attack. I thought this was a lot of equipment for just a drill. Commander James, gives the order, and we will begin marching north. March. At the northern checkpoint. Commander Griffith, we're in trouble. It's the Liberation Army. Huh? Yes, I know all about it. They're out running drills today. That's the thing, sir. They suddenly began marching toward us. Yes, I'm well aware. Wait. You mean our spies' information was false? Oh boy, we're in trouble. How far has the Liberation Army advanced? They raided our gates! This is a serious problem. Alright. You go inform General Kazim. Meanwhile, I'll try to buy us some time. Taking the northern checkpoint. Okay, so there's no... The only fake out here is just that we're attacking without having previously disclosed it to anyone who could... I thought Mathiu might be doing a, Cold and ruthless Liberation Army. Can't even spare me a moment to have breakfast, huh? Well, that's why the breakfast sandwich is really the way to go here. You could have been eating your breakfast while looking out from the ramparts. My apologies. I must say though, it is rather late for breakfast. Oh, give me a break. I'm not a morning person anyway. We don't stand a chance, so I surrender. Well, if we can avoid bloodshed. I'm not sure all the soldiers will see in my way though. Can give me some time to convince them? He's buying time for some other reason. He is merely trying to buy time. We must attack at once. Sends the signal to all troops. Bah! They saw through me. Alright. Do what you can, everyone. Don't throw your lives away. That is both, like, the right attitude to have. And, it's the right attitude to have. And terrible, leadership at the same time. Good humanship, bad leadership. To be like, all right, take to the field. Don't pull anything. The enemy is planning. Griffith's charge. Good luck, sir. Okay. So let's hit him with magic. The narcissists. We're missing 2 narcissists. And a child of the runes. Got all the magic users, but they're not as powerful as the children of the runes. Alright, you're up, kids. True Wind Rune. Demonstrate your power. Don't throw your lives away, team. And then they get tornado killed before even doing anything. Congratulations. Our forces were victorious. Thought I'd be set for life if I joined the Imperial Army. Just my luck. Damn. Guess we lost. Alright. We yield. Life's too precious to waste. Except for those 3,700 people. So you want to actually be set for life with a good army that's going to win? Join you and betray the Empire? Promise me one thing then. Swear you'll spare the lives of my soldiers. Again, the 3,700 notwithstanding. Very well. We guarantee their lives. Fine. I'm in then. So, we recruited Griffith. This guy is not in any way reminiscent of the most famous medieval fantasy, Japanese medieval fantasy Griffith. Imperial Army, Liberation Army. Makes no difference to me so long as I can eat. Commander Griffith, we'll follow you. That's a real nice thing to say. Thanks, guys. Commander James, we will march north before word gets out that the northern checkpoint has fallen. Sir Lepin, I will give you command of a battalion to attack Dua Fortress. Very well. Sir Humphrey, you will take command of another battalion and attack Lecan Fortress.
While Gazim Azil guards the north, you'll be forced to send aid to each of his fortresses. Meanwhile, we'll break into Moldavia Castle and rescue Warren and Victor. This will be carried out by myself, Commander James, Kazumi, Quinn, Griffith, and 3 others.
Not that I mind being a decoy, but what if the Imperial Army sends reinforcements? We stand no chance of winning.
If reinforcements arrive, you must retreat immediately. But then we won't have time to break into Moldavia Castle.
Thank you, Flick.
Don't worry, I have already arranged for some backup.
Backup? You mean the Dragon Knights?
Not exactly, but they're a dependable force nonetheless. That will be all from me.
Yeah, shouldn't have even said that much, Mathiu. We have a spy in the ranks.
We must all act immediately. Commander James, please choose the party that will infiltrate Moldavia Castle.
Okay, sounds like you already made some requirements for me. I have to bring Kryn. That's fine. We don't need Stallion just to go inside. And in fact, we don't want him. So we already have 3 long rangers. What we absolutely do want is Roddy Bell. And then... I didn't get much out of Mina the Dancer before. Magic is obviously supposed to be her thing more than anything else. Don't want more Long Rangers. I should do someone new for fun. Even if it winds up making me sad that I made a dumb choice. So who would be the most fun? I'd bring Tengar if she wasn't also long range. Don't even remember what Lot's deal is. Oh, you know what? Let's bring old Millage. Really odd design choice. That, like, it's always like, pick your party for this next thing, and then immediately teleport away without getting to use the facilities of the castle to make sure you're prepared. What is it? What do you want from me?
Griffith, we need you to help us sneak into Moldavia Castle.
What do you mean?
Griffith, I want you to pretend you have captured me. Commander James will disguise himself as one of your men and enters the castle with us.
I see. Ruse, eh? Not that I mind, but can you really trust me not to betray you?
I trust you know the fate that awaits your men should anything untoward happen to me.
Ooh, I thought Mathiu was gonna go the route of, I see who you like. I get that you're a person who doesn't really care about the cause and doesn't generally want to increase the bloodshed that's going on. But no, instead it's no, we'll slaughter all of our prisoners of war.
True, it may not be the fairest of trades, but then you are not the kind of commander who would betray his own men.
Well, it's a combo then. He's got the I perceive your character thing, and so that is how I know you are weak. Damn it. You see right through me. All right, I'm in.
Well then, Commander James, just hurry to Moldavia Castle.
Mathiu, could we just... There's a fucking treasure chest like right behind us. Let's go back in and grab that. I didn't realize we'd have overland travel. I might have been more tempted to bring Stallion. Another old book. That'll probably be pretty helpful here. Good God. I didn't realize... Yeah. Forced to have Kryn in the party and not given the chance to do anything with him before we go. Can he equip an earth shield? I sure hope. going to be tricky to keep him alive at all through even a single battle. Oh, good. He can have a hand-me-down martial arts robe that he can hopefully equip. Maybe he can wear this half helmet. Okay. Maybe this will work out okay. Except for the fact that he's probably also just extremely feeble at this stage. Level 7. Oh, damn it. Really should have freed some space up for Village, but okay. What can Kryn wear of what I just gave him? So far, so good. He got his defense all the way up to 40. We'll just slip Kryn into the back row, even though I think I saw he's a short-range guy. And all this is probably, yep, optimized. Millage, give that gauntlet you're holding to Kryn. Let's see if we can get him up to pitifully low defense. It will do nothing to keep him alive in a pinch. Oh, good. 44. Well. Oh, good. Kryn is long range. So he's a born back row kind of guy. We'll put him in the middle. When I'm back there, it's a leadership position. When Kryn's there, it's a everybody huddle around this guy. And let's see if we can keep him alive for at least an entire fight. This is a massive open area with very few landmarks. Short walk to Moldavia Castle.
Now to Rakan Fortress. Those Liberation Army bastards think they can make fools of us. It's time we teach them a lesson.
Yeah, what the hell? Why are we just walking in like that in the first place? Can we execute the plan, people? Weird that we haven't spread out into cinematic mode. We're still just a party. And the sprite you see is clearly me.
Why, Commander Griffith, I'm relieved to see you survived.
Yeah. Yeah, they think they can make fools of us. Let's march out into the field, leaving a minimal force to guard our main castle. And we'll show them a thing or two.
We heard you were attacked by the Liberation Army.
Yeah, that's right.
They put us through hell.
They underestimated me. Look who I've got here. This is military strategist Mathiu of the Liberation Army. I've taken him as my prisoner. Let me in so I can deliver my report to General Cassim.
Yes, Commander. I will let the General know immediately. Please wait here.
Is this really gonna work? Well, if it doesn't, I can always escape on my own.
What a thing to say, Kryn. You'd escape and leave Commander James behind?
I don't know. The Emperor has been corrupted, or we actually met the Emperor last time as a character, and he seems to know that the Empire is corrupted because of his vizier, Misty, the evil wizard. But ultimately, it's bad advisors of the Emperor who we must free to restore the mandate of heaven, just like in the actual water margin.
Please enter. Await the General in the antechamber.
I hope one of them has already pulled the antechamber lever for us.
Commander James, while Griffith and I wait in the antechamber, you must find Victor and Warren.
Yeah, exactly. You put out an open job posting for a Grand Vizier, and just the resume pile will tell you who the shadiest people in your empire are. The prison should be on the top floor of the castle. That's odd. Hurry. I'm not sure I can fool General Cassim for very long. If we get caught here, it's all over. Let's hurry, James. Sure thing, Kryn. I have no idea why you had to be here. New paint color. That's excellent. Oh, we've been caught. Let's see if we can keep Kryn alive for one fight. I bet he'll gain like 10 levels if we do. I think Milich has a rune. Just don't remember what it is. Nice. One. I mean, I guess it was a single enemy that wasn't that hard to kill. Yeah. Dragoon suplex. Okay. This one might prove more challenging for the keeping people alive thing, but we'll see. Just gonna have Kryn defend. I think I aimed the two, Ronnie and Kazumi, at the same ninja. I guess we'll find out. Oh no. Ronnie's magic locked. These ninjas do hit really hard. Damn it. And I did split their attacks out. And Milich is down. Not great. But manageable. Maybe. I will use one use of Black Shadow here. Oh! Magic Disabled does actually take away her rune. That's a shame. Gonna try to hold off on having Cleo. We gotta keep him alive in the hopes of keeping him even more alive later. Yeah, could have taken out one of those ninjas. Probably gonna get the other one here, and maybe that front right hellhound. And then we'll be in a pretty good position. Oh, even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. But okay, that is more the kind of rapid level gaining I was hoping to see here. I think somebody was... Oh, I'm still carrying one bit of medicine. Use that to get Milich up. And then we'll do an out-of-battle flood of kindness here. Beautiful. Alright. So Milich has the Gale rune, which is not a magic rune. Doubles his speed. Should probably look into swapping him if I'm going to wind up continuing to use him to an actual magic thing, since he has so many slots. Another Taiyoku. I don't think I figured out in the first place who can equip those. Feels like a thing that might be for ninjas. And if for some reason weirdos can also wear it, that would be great. Hell yes. Great. Great. Okay. We're getting it together. Here we go. This is the fight you want to see. Except for the fact that we already know it's not a great experience point reward fight. Maybe there's a specific reason that Mathiu was going to reveal that he wanted us to have Kryn with us. Or maybe it's just literally a, you're one of the main characters of this subplot. So for narrative reasons, you're coming along. Oh, there were two other similar window things. Can those be climbed in? No. We only climb in through south-facing windows in the Liberation Army. Ooh. I don't even know what the hell software that is. Alright. A different tough-looking battle. But my hope is this one will go better. Not the last one went that bad, but it would of course be ideal to not have Millage killed. Damn. Okay. Oh, he's not killed yet. He did not get killed, barely. Great. I'll take it. You have regular medicine on you, eh? Drops of kindness, hopefully delivered in time to save Millage. Take a shot, Kryn. Take a chance. Nice. Perfect. Okay. If I find more gear, you know what? He's using a single-handed sword. I should see if he can equip the other free earth shield that I have. And I will. As soon as I get a chance. Oh, nice shot. I think that was Cleo with the critical hit. All right, here we go. Millage is getting caught up. Kryn is not getting caught up yet, but he's working on it. 30,000 potch. It's not going to take that many more fights to have me right back to the potch level I was already at. Oh, yeah. Millage can definitely take a shield. We've got more collectibles. And yeah, medicine, not super useful anymore, except as a... it is a get someone back up after the fight thing, but... yeah. Oh yeah, Millage will definitely benefit here. There we go. Even better if we find another... oh, the one Jackbox party pack I have. I've played way too much of that at various having friends over times to have not got another one. Especially because I don't even have one of the ones that has you don't know Jack in it. Part of that is just that we live on the same street as Danielle's best friend Lauren, who has 3 or 4 different Jackbox party packs, and none of them overlap with the one that I have. Looks like we can't cross here. Leave it to me. Good thing we brought Kryn. The only guy who knows about tying a rope across the... Kasumi is a ninja. Maybe she was just condescending to us. She was like, I could just run along the ledge there. What if Kryn's the spy? And he just, frays the rope a little and drops us to our death. Oh, if we get ballooned... a fun and novel RPG status that they just really didn't set the game up to make much use of.
We did it, Commander James. This looks like it's the place. What took you so long, James? I've been waiting forever. Might as well stay a little longer then, till your head cools off. What was that? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Come and get me if it bugs you so much. Commander James, I've unlocked the door. Yikes! Whoa, hey, come on now. It was just a joke,
You must be Commander James. Warren, thank you for rescuing us.
See, Warren? Told you they'd come.
Yes, they certainly did.
There isn't much time. Let's get out of here fast.
Folks, Warren has joined. What about third person? I don't know.
Mathiu Silverberg. It's been a long time. 4 years? Why did you leave the Imperial Army? Was it because of that incident?
Hello, Tashtari. That's the other thing. Although if it's anything like the last time the game forced me to leave a screen with a treasure chest, it'll just let me go back. But there's a treasure chest and there was a third person. We couldn't just like ask what their name was or anything?
Well, it's part of the reason. But more than that, I despise the person I become when I'm fighting. And yet, you have sided with the rebels? How strange. Why not rejoin us now? I'd hate to execute you as a traitor. You'll needn't worry about that. What do you mean?
I was talking about Rob Schneider. Oh, I know why. Because Danielle wanted to watch Happy Gilmore 2. So, of course, Rob Schneider must have been in that at some point.
General Kazim, we've got trouble. It's the Liberation Army. They've surrounded the castle. Well, I see. So the attacks on the fortresses were decoys.
He's the Klingon star.
You've lost your touch, Mathieu. When our reinforcements return, your Liberation Army won't stand a chance. You mean if they return? What?
We received word that the troops who were sent to protect the fortresses were ambushed by forces from Joustin.
What? Why would Joustin? Mathieu, is this your doing as well? Indeed. I sent the city-states of Justin a letter, informing them of the Imperial Army's plans to invade their land. They've long been craving for a piece of this region, so it didn't take much to convince them. You traitor. How dare you sell out the Empire to the city-states? I did nothing of the sort. I simply used the city-states as a means to an end. We have no alliance with them. Is it likely they'll temporarily occupy this northern region? Yes. Oui. But the Liberation Army will allow no more than that. You bastard! Damn you and your brazen treachery!
Sir Matthew, you alright? We've already taken care of the soldiers outside. Hey. I'm here. You want to join us, Kazim Azil?
Ah, looks like we made it just in time.
We're gonna have to climb all the way back up there to get that treasure chest. And if the third person is still just waiting there to be recruited, that's gonna be kind of silly.
General Kazim Azil, it's my turn to make a request. Please do the honorable thing and surrender. The Empire you've long idealized and the Emperor you swore loyalty to have both changed beyond recognition. Do you still insist on clinging to the past?
Humphrey is definitely a guy who would get a lot of that joke. if you just hung around with him all day thinking questions where hey is the answer. Like they've all noticed but never thought about it, Tashtari.
I do. You're a stubborn one, aren't you, Kasim? Just like the rest of us great generals.
Who weren't really all that stubborn, they all joined up.
Think about it. Do you really believe the Emperor is still the same man we once knew? You know as well as I do he isn't. You want to remain loyal to the Emperor. And isn't it also your duty to make him change his wrongful ways? We 5 great generals were unable to prevent the collapse of the Empire. The time has come for the Emperor himself to open his eyes. Do you not agree, Monsieur? All right, I surrender. I'm glad you understand, General Kazim.
Bam. That's 90. Maybe we're big enough for Leon Silverberg now.
Commander James, we must retreat immediately. No, wait, hold on, Mathiu. If we wait around any longer, we may fall prey to the forces of the city-states. Hold up, is that really it? Damn it, I was really looking forward to raising some hell.
Alright, let's immediately find out. Yep, we're good to return. No sudden dialogue from Mathieu. Do we still get attacked? Yes, kind of goofy. Little ludo-narrative dissonance, as they say. My recent Mario 64 spontaneous playthrough is almost at an end. I'm at like 100 something. Like, let's see. There's one normal one, which is the final one in Rainbow Road. Oh no. Milich. Milich of all people feels like he should have too graceful of a sword fighting style to be overcome like that. To be countered so easily. And then like I'm down to the like only the 100 coin stars that are most annoying to get. Like Hazy Maze Cave. Shifting Sand Land. And Rainbow Ride. The ones that are annoying to get because not only do you have to cover a ton of ground to acquire all the coins you need, but there's so many opportunities to slip. Have a single thumb slip that causes Mario to go into instant death sand or to fall to oblivion or whatever. And then just the like couple of the castle secret stars. Just about done. We know there's not going to be a boss fight, so I might as well uncork the pain for our enemies here and uncork the staying alive for our friends. Don't think these guys are going to survive round 2. Oh, wow. Not at all. A solid 22 damage hit from Milich there can take you down. Look at Kring go. It's absolutely the right level, the proper way to do your like scaled leveling for a game that has. I don't know exactly how many of the recruitable characters are party memorable, but obviously it's a fair number of them. Yep, indeed. We just left third person here. Oh, it's Vincent Deboul.
Oh, James, my bosom buddy. You've come to save me out of fear for my safety, haven't you? What a beautiful thing friendship is. I shall never forget this day for as long as I live. That Gazim is a terrible man. How dare he lock me up in such a place? The Empire has gone to the dogs, I tell you. What's that, James? You're the leader of the Liberation Army. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? Very well. For the sake of our friendship, I, Vincent, renounce all my noble titles and vow to fight by your side.
Boom. We'll let you out then. And boom, the Mother Earth Orb. That sounds cool. But how cool is it? It's impossible to say. Because of the absurd, lazy item descriptions. Wait, do we have escape anything? Probably not. No, we do. Hey, waffle syrup. Feels no response. This doesn't count as a dungeon you can escape an escape talisman. It's going well. I have recruited. We're now at 91 stars. So only 17 to go, of which I have leads on 10, I believe. And plot-wise, well, once I've left this place, I will have done the next leg of the journey. All right, and since we're just leaving this place, why don't I uncork the hell attack? Happy Saturday, waffle syrup. Exciting news, although the first thing I'm doing on it is not all that exciting. Not that I don't enjoy this game, but you know, just playing it on my Switch 1. Because I picked up Switch 2 today. That is excellent. I love that fact, Tashtari. That is what we call ludonarrative harmony. It is entirely and utterly appropriate that Vincent Deboul brings absolutely nothing to the table. You know, it would be a funny touch if just anytime you go to the baths after recruiting Vincent, he's always just there. The current party plus Vincent. Ah, yeah. Just let him go. Just seems cruel to slaughter this lone ninja. It's, yeah, the hell spell from the Soul Eater rune makes pretty short work of the souls of your enemies. Ooh, did Ronnie... No. I hallucinated a 0.5. I was like, did her fraction of attacking increase? Her increment? No. We're forced to have Kryn in the party for this leg. And not give him the chance to outfit him or upgrade his weapon or do anything before he came to the dungeon. And yet, boom, he's caught up. still just doing 1 damage because I assume his weapon is level 2. Oh, jeez. Gotta remember to upgrade Milich's Kosage. I guess I should walk up here and see if there's anything else. Ah, you know what? If we're doing the hell move, there's really no need to make sure that I select all the bonus damage attacks. Yeah, I'm super excited to play Mario Kart World tonight. I also picked up Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I am trying to be stoic about the fact there's a very good chance that just Danielle's going to want to play many, many, many hours of Mario Kart World. Okay, that's no longer a door. And this guy, I'm the record keeper of this castle. What do you want? I mean, we might as well rest while we're here. You mind if I just go to sleep on the floor? Just keep an eye out. Make sure none of the wandering ninjas kill us. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I've heard some people not liking the race between the tracks element. I've heard mixed reviews about that, but I would say that generally speaking, what I have heard has been a lot of enthusiasm. And it's really like kind of a thing where I just like, you know, for one thing, it's not like there are any bad Mario Kart games to begin with. But like Mario Kart 8 was excellent. At last, the time has come to deliver a crushing blow to the tyrannical Imperial Army. We must lend our aid to the Liberation Army. Hurry, Sancho. Yes, master. Ready? Charge! Who the devil are you? Can't you see we're in a hurry? So this is Don Quixote. The Liberation Army desperately awaits our help. We must make haste to Moldavia Castle. Master. What is it, Sancho?
This person.
Yes, out with it, Sancho.
He is Commander James, the leader of the Liberation Army.
Good heavens! Please excuse my rudeness. My name is Maximillian. I am the former commander of the now disbanded Knights of Maximillian. As my final quest, I wish to aid the Liberation Army. Please, I implore you, allow me to join your ranks.
Please consider my master's request. I beg you, sir.
Yep. You have my gratitude. Please witness my final hurrah.
A wonderful master.
This is, you know, this is not actually a recommendation anybody needs, but I will just say it. Don Quixote is a fucking great novel. Really great story. And it's in 2 volumes, and the second volume or second book does metafictional things that are really like, oh wow, just the late 16th century. Miguel de Cervantes was just, because he published the first volume and it got very popular. And then while he was working on the second volume, or before he wrote the second volume, somebody, because you know there's no IP law, somebody just wrote their own volume 2 and like spread it around. And then in volume 2, the authentic volume 2 of Don Quixote, that fake publication exists, and Don Quixote and Sancho are constantly being told that they did things they haven't done.
How wonderful, master.
Maximillian is joined, and we get Sancho too, right? Hell yes, we do. 93. Glad I didn't just take the blinking mirror home. Yeah. Which is, again, that's a good touch. That works for who we've been told these characters are. Yeah, I think Maybe the next time I mix up the party, I should probably bring Maximillian and Sancho. I wonder why they were like, Sancho is Sancho Pan. Like, the Sancho Panza character will just be called Sancho. But the Don Quixote character will be Maximillian. Okay. Yeah, like, I think the second volume is better than the first volume. I remember liking it more, but they're both just like, yeah. Like, this is very funny. Like, this is not like, I'm reading a historical thing that's funny and nodding along. I sometimes hear people say, you know, like, comedy is just a thing that doesn't age well. And then I think, like, I don't know. Like, Don Quixote's pretty fucking funny. The comedies of Shakespeare are quite often very funny. There are plenty of hilarious silent movies. I've laughed out loud reading Victorian novels. Literally, I was a young person in my summer class this year agreed with me when I said that Doctor Strangelove is just a movie that you watch it and you're like, oh, yep. Except for the fact that many of the main actors in it are dead now, as well as the director and all that. You know, this could be me today. Yeah. It's real good. It's a good piece of work. Okay. Are we getting dragged immediately to a new plot?
All that remains is the imperial capital of Gregminster, guarded by Shahrazade and Quaba Fortress.
Okay. So yeah, it's about that time. I have a new book. We should go to the library. Especially because I think it was numbered in such a way that we would expect it to have more hints about recruitable characters. Gotta go to the painter.
Am I searching for something?
Had I been paying more attention to the portrait, your mom pointed out earlier that the Hugo, he looks a lot like me. I would have just given him my voice. Oh, no. Antique price chart. I guess, I mean, this is interesting. Except that the game is so generous with Potch that why would you, like, unless you're literally trying to outfit the entire army, why would you care?
Still haven't found it. The color I'm looking for.
Yes, you have. Well, would you look at that? The cover art. Still seems like a very strange reward.
Thank you, James. I am beginning to understand. Really, thank you so very much. I know it's not much, but will you take this as a token of my gratitude? I won't need it anymore.
Boom. Binoculars. Use the R stick in battle. Cool. Look at this place. It's bustling. What are you up to, Hellion? Oh, this is Marco. Sorry, dude. I looked at you and I thought you were an old lady.
You just don't give up, do you?
I really don't have time to be gambling, Marco.
Oh, finished already? Well, come back again soon.
It does seem odd, also, Tashtari, to your comment from a moment ago. Definitely does have the feeling of a thing that should show us some pictures. Wait, not the way I meant to go. Okay. Anybody want to remind me where Leon Silverberg was? Because I bet we can grab him now. Kaleka. Thank you, Tashtari. Where does Melody hang out? Is she the one who... I have a sound set, but I don't remember who it's for. Gotta say, food here is surprisingly good. Besides, looks like we have a better chance of winning. It is true that we've got a lot of great generals. Commander James, it is too early to let your guard down. Yeah, but I wasn't planning to let my guard down. Oh, my bosom buddy. How could I ever forget about you? I like that we get Vincent's music. Ah, here's Melody. Did you want something? Let's change the window sound. I mean, we probably won't actually change it. Yeah. Voices, animals. Can't do it right now. I would actually just like to continue having beeps, Melody. But thank you for taking another sound set off my hands. I wonder... Seems like a long shot that window would be like... You know... Hey, these binoculars are like a window. But... What if he did? In the meantime, did I run up here? We recruited a bunch of new people, so there's at least a handful of new dialogue lines to have. Quincy, right? Pretty nice castle, though not as nice as the forest where my house is. You love rising up for justice. Hey, Ledden. No, no. I don't want a cup of your poison tea. Hey, bunch of folks. Whoa! This place is huge! Thought it'd be about the same size as our fortress. Your fortress for 3 pirates? Vargas, you're really very much like a bandit still, don't you think? We're literally in the role of the bandits in a story based on the Outlaws of the Marsh. Just so we're clear, I answer to Angie and Angie alone. Don't forget that. Sure thing, Leonardo. Hey there. Hey, pal. Okay. Do. Are you? Oh, it's just Victor. Hey, James, why the long face? Give the rest of us the blues, too. Oh, well, you know, my dad died recently, you know, via me killing him. That was rough. Oh, hello. Oh, so Taggart did join the group. But was he already on the thing last time I looked? Now I have to do a fresh count at the end of this. We seafaring merchants would gladly welcome peace. You're quite the impressive army here, Commander James. Thank you. Built it myself. Where's Maximillian and Sancho hanging out? Well, I'll go back up. Maybe we'll see. Then we'll go to Kaleka, see if we're good enough for Leon Silverberg yet. I feel like we must be getting there. I guess, like, there's clearly another kobold to recruit. And I wonder if that is in the vicinity of the dwarves. Well, I don't know, Sylvie. It's a family stream.
The light in my eyes may have been taken from me, but the light in my soul continues to burn.
Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Strength alone is truth. There's nothing else worth believing in. This guy loves gains. This AK. Loves his gains. Maybe upstairs, maybe in the basement. And we'll go check on Leon. And then probably getting a good time for me to wrap up. You won't believe this. Hicks' swordsmanship hasn't even improved at all. I wonder if that's dialogue that you can change by leveling Hicks up. That would be cool. Although it does feel like encouraging him in the critical moments, but then otherwise constantly undercutting his self-esteem. It's kind of the proper model for the Tengar-Hicks relationship. Hey, hold on. No, it's just the roof. Yeah. Ah, there's our boys.
Ninja speaks only when necessary.
You didn't have to say that.
Oh, excuse me. Just practicing my vanishing technique.
Again, though, Fuma, you're very visible. It was good silence technique. Ah! I can still give the young ones a run for their money.
My master has been in high spirits of late.
Yeah, no kidding. So I don't think the castle has gotten any bigger unless the castle has to get bigger is just a different type of language to describe army size. Guess what we'll do here is first, is there anyone I didn't talk to here? Is there anyone new out here? Have I talked to all the new ones? Oh yeah, of course it's again. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh. I gotta believe. Well, I mean, I guess Leon Silverberg's threshold could be 100. Let's go find it. Kaleka. Why did it have to warp me to the top part? Because he's down, isn't he? Yeah. From now on, and this will carry through to Suikoden 2, I will no longer not be jotting down quick notes about recruitable characters that I can't recruit right now. The log is very helpful for reminding you who's out there. And often capturing a hint for them. But the locations are definitely a handy piece of information to have just physically written down. There's our man. Come on. Ah, my! How the Liberation Army has grown. Don Mathiu, I'm impressed. And so... still not enough for him. Probably the missing piece now is, you know, bringing someone else with you. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe, maybe not. Someone has returned. The chef will show up in Kirov now. Or maybe I've missed my chance. Or maybe he's just moved on from Kirov. He's somewhere else. Or maybe I've already recruited him and I just missed him when I was scrolling through, but I don't think that's the case. I certainly want to believe that's not the case. For all that I've complained about never having the circumstances align to just do a, limitless long stream of Suikoden, it really is a perfect game for 3-hour chunks. Like in pretty much every 3-hour chunk, I'm managing to get in both advancing a full leg of the story and Kunto. Is that someone I've recruited? I think so. Get on the boat. This is a more annoying way to go about getting back than just teleporting with the teleportation mirror. But in for a penny, in for a pound. For how much time you spend naval traveling in this game, it really is a pretty restricted little explorable sea area. That's Castle Odessa. Look at her. Alright. Let's see if binoculars, which in a sense are like portable windows, are enough to impress Window. Think he's hanging out in here? No. Yes. My name's Window. I'm still not a warrior. To tell you the truth, I don't want to be a warrior. What I want to be is a window frame maker. What could it take to entice the window frame maker? I feel confident I'll figure it out. Not right now, but in the fullness of time. What do I press to view the full map? Is it anything? No, I think full map. By full map, it literally just means the little map there. Okay, so Leon Silverberg still doesn't want to come. Oh. Okay. What am I going to do for a few more minutes? Go back to base. Step 1. Step 2. Maybe this Clive will show up again. Or for the first time, or whatever. Then again, it might be a bring the right person to the tavern. Or I might have already recruited him and forgotten. There's lots of things it could be. Okay. Well, I think the general answer to what am I going to do for a few minutes here is random backtracking to places. think Panu Yakuta is just a castle. I could be wrong. Is there anywhere that I have a distinct memory of not having returned to? Is Lorimar a place? Oh, right. It's the horrible place. Is anybody lurking around now? Perhaps not. Okay. Wandering elf could be anywhere. It's the nature of wandering. What if this dude is here? What's his name? Pesmerga. Can't remember how big of a dungeon this was. Fortunately, we should have the let go option in full effect. Should look everywhere I can go if I am gonna crawl back through it looking for someone. Let the zombie unicorn graciously allow the zombie unicorn to flee with its life. Okay, good. Glad that it shows you both sides. So that you don't then waste your time backtracking the other way. Still have Kryn with Kriv or whatever. Kryn. I am feeling like this is a waste of time, probably. But it's not a waste of time when you're having fun, and I'm having fun. I'm having enough fun, and I'm about to wrap up. It's all good. Wait, this is the treasure room? Or coffin room? Yeah, it was the right way to go. Except to the, underlying fact that probably back to the Necroid's castle is not the way to go at all. Hey, a treasure I missed. Thank goodness, an antitoxin. I feel like we've seen the poison condition like maybe twice. Oh, this is where I just came in. Wait, no, it's not. Dummy. Wait, because this is nothing, right? Yeah. Well, at least I can cross it off the list once I slog through it. And then I'll find out. Oh no, you gotta wait till this story event happened and then go back through Necroid's entire castle. And you'll find the guy with the silliest name. Oh, wait, stairs up. Clearly that's the way forward. Sure hope the escape talisman works for this dungeon. Oh, wouldn't you know? Excuse me, Pesmerga?
Thought if I pursued Necklord, I'd be able to find you. That said, I never expected anyone to be capable of taking that vampire down.
Want to join our gang?
The Liberation Army? So you're going against the Imperials? Alright then. From what I've heard, he's now part of the Imperial Army.
Pezmerga. Okay, great. Thank you, Pezmerga, for making that pay off for me. What does the item description of the fucking escape talisman say? Allows you to escape from a dungeon. We just forgot to hit the dungeon tag on above ground areas infested with enemies that are laid out like JRPG dungeons. Yeah, seriously. And the teleportation mirror only works outside, but that doesn't mean outdoors. It means on the world map. But you know what? It was worth it. In fact, let me just cross Pezmerga off the list here. Yeah. Escape talismans are to save your life, not to, you know, save you from a little bit of boredom. Go figure. The two that I happened to slog through specifically today. I'll say it's actually, it's less, even though this is a much longer castle dungeon to get back out of, it's a little less irksome than the Moldavia Castle one, where literally we were on the screen with Vincent. And the game was just like, no, 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 no. For whatever reason, you're not even going to address the third person in the room here. You're just leaving. Terrific. Okay. One last thing. Anyone want to remind me where Mace is? Since I didn't write it down, but I know I've met him and spoken to him. I would like to find out for sure. Seek Valley. Thank you, Tashtari. Oh, wait. He was in the Seek Valley. Okay. Well, we're not doing that right now. So, even though I've kept a running count, I'm still going to go back and verify my count of stars. Simply because I'm not sure about the Taggart deal. 3, 4, 5, 6. I do have Kunto. So perhaps I should bring him back to Kirov. Who knows? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, added to 14. 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got way off somehow. Or I counted wrong this time. You know what? Why am I not just counting the fucking blanks? Let's verify by counting the blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, great. You already had the idea. Count the less frequent thing. But okay, that verifies it. 11 to go. Hell yeah. So, Mace, Lester, Window, Clive, Ruby, Fusulu. That's 6. And then Leon, Esmeralda, Crowley. Leon, Esmeralda, Crowley. That's 9. Okay, so there are 2 characters that I don't believe I have a lead on of any kind. That's pretty good. Will next Saturday be the end? It's Simon Belmont and Scorpion from Contra. It's the crossover gimmick characters. Okay, holy smokes. We're coming to a head with this. We'll be rolling credits soon. Next Saturday, maybe. Saturday after that, almost certainly. Unless something takes a hold of me. Like I find out, yes, the... Okay. Okay. Cool. We shall see. And maybe I've missed my... I know Cedric said there's at least one, get him while it's hot. So maybe it's not even possible for me to get all the way there. Maybe it is. But either way, we're going to get close. And that'll be cool. And we'll finish the game. And that'll be cool. Then we'll take a little break. And that'll be cool. Because I won't just be gone. I'll do something else. And then... my long-awaited playthrough of Suikoden 2. Nice. And depending on the job action situation at the end of my vacation, we could be looking at a productive streaming period here. I'm mentally committed to not spending any... whether it's whether we go on strike, which obviously we're not going to do in August, or if they lock us out, which obviously if they're going to do, they're going to do in August. I've mentally committed to I'm not going to just freak out and despair and be filled with anxiety and then wind up at the end being like, well, I had a whole lot of time on my hands, I twiddled my thumbs and stressed out about what could go wrong. We will enjoy it. Cool. So, where are we going from here? Tomorrow, we are back in Louisiana Bayou in the 1920s, playing the Colonel's Bequest. Session 1 of the Colonel's Bequest, I really enjoyed. It seems quite possible I'll roll credits on the Colonel's Bequest tomorrow, but not necessarily in a now I'm done with this way, but in a, okay, let's run that back and see how much more we can do on a second go. Really digging it so far. It really... one thing I've noticed is there do seem to be real limits to how much you can use the conversation system to be like, hey, everyone's getting murdered. Thanks for coming, British. And everybody, as I will say, formally in the wrap-up. But okay, yeah. Colonel's Bequest tomorrow. Greg and James back on the menu for Wednesday. Friday Night Frosthaven back on the menu for Friday. I would like to do more during the week, but there is the question mark of because Danielle's on vacation too. So like obviously Danielle and I are going to spend some time together. But if I can fit anything else in, I will, and I'll put it on the schedule and I will announce it in the Discord, and onwards and upwards from there. And before you know it, yeah, a lot of that. Like I will say, at least so far it makes sense because there's only been one murder thus far where I am, so it makes sense that some of the characters are just like, I think you're imagining things. There's no dead body, but it's going to get sillier and sillier. I can tell that part. But other than that, it feels very immersive. It's a cool fusion of here's an interactive fiction story that's just playing itself out, and the actual just have a play an adventure game. I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to more. And before you know it, it'll be next Saturday. And I think, although I really want to get back to Jamie solo streaming, having a lot of fun being Jamie on Friday Night Frosthaven. Looking forward to hopefully getting her on Greg and James beat 'em up before Phase 2 ends. But more than anything else, I would like to get her playing Leisure Suit Larry and maybe anything else. And I don't think that'll happen next weekend because we're coming to a head here with Suikoden. But it's going to happen soon. More Jamie. Both because just I'll commit to doing it and Danielle will help. But also because I am getting there to be able to do it without requiring a serious commitment of time from Danielle. So that should be conducive. Okay. That's it. That's all there is. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, can't hear my voice. Glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until next time, when we're just rounding up those last few stars. And maybe, just maybe, saving the Empire. Take care of yourselves. And be kind to everyone you meet.